Oh my god. Do you remember this game? I know I do. This game is my younger days. Yes, I'm not that old, but my younger days as a teenager of the first, not the first, but one of the first FPS games I've ever played on a PC. This is AVA, which is Alliance of Valiant Arms. It is coming back, and currently for the short weekend we have after Thanksgiving, this game is in a closed beta test. I believe this is beta. I don't think this is this is beta. This is closed beta test, as you can see on the screen. Beta test. So you had to have clicked on Steam you have to click, well, basically before this beta test was initiated, you had to go on Steam on their game page and click an invite to be a part of the beta test, which I did, and they accepted, I'm pretty sure, everybody. I don't think they denied anybody that clicked on it. So let me give you a backstory of this game. This game was originally made by a company called, I don't think it was made, the dev team obviously wasn't, but it was on a website called IJJI.com, which is no longer a thing. I don't think it's no longer a website. And I originally back then, a lot of games that were not, I don't know if Steam was around. I think Steam was around then. It may have not been. I don't think Steam was around, or if it was a very, very little platform, and it didn't have much on it. So a lot of the games were either disc games or they were browser-based games, and this game was on a browser called IJJI.com, along with Soldier Front. So I don't know if any of y'all remember the game Soldier Front. I played there. Soldier Front was the first FPS I've ever played on a PC. I was always a PC gamer. I've started playing on PC because my older brother played on PC and actually played Orange Box Collection, like Left 4 Dead, Day of Defeat, stuff like that, Counter-Strike Source. And this game was the second FPS iteration on IJJI's website. And the first game on IJJI's website was Soldier Front. AVA, I've always thought, was way better than Soldier Front for a couple reasons. One, the gunplay wasn't as cartoony. The whole game wasn't as cartoony. It was more of a modern feel to a free-to-play versus Soldier Front. And it had so many revolutionary features. For example, let's go ahead and get into the channel so I can play more music, because I love the music. I hope it plays more music. Their music in AVA is great. For example, they had modes like Escort, which you escorted a tank as an attacking team to the defending team's objective, and if you escorted successfully by staying next to the tank, you win the round, which is really cool. They had Demolition, which of course was like Source. It was like the CSGO. It's like you plant the bomb. They also had game modes that were basically like you escaped a prison. So from my sources, or from their Discord, they have stated that all the old game modes should be coming back to when the game releases. The game, I don't think, has an official launch date yet, but this is going to be their closed beta test to see how well it's doing. I will say this is such a nostalgia trip for me. The game actually runs phenomenal. Of course, it's on an old-ass engine, old-ass architecture. You don't need much to run this game in max settings. But the gunplay is actually really good. The gunplay is still one of my favorites in terms of free-to-play, besides the new game World War III. The gunplay is by far probably my favorite. And it's just a good game. So going back on my point, there was revolutionary game modes. Like there was a game mode called Prison Break, and you would spawn in a prison, and there's either survival or there's escape from the prison. And basically what you would have to do is you would spawn in a prison with weapons or whatever, and all these prisoners would spawn in as NPCs, and they would attack you with bats. They would attack you with plates from the cafeteria, and you would basically there's music. This is the good song, right? You basically would kill prisoners. If that's coming into the game in 2021, that's going to be amazing. Because a lot of devs are very sensitive to what is in games now, but they said it's coming back. So this game was very revolutionary for a lot of people, and it's finally back in a closed beta. So when IJGI closed, they sold the game off. I believe the next company to buy it was Arena Games, and it completely flopped. It completely broke down. Nobody played it. And then it was bought out by another company, which AVA turned into AVA. There was an extension, AVA something. Then that flopped. And then they another company bought. Anyway, now Neowiz has bought them. Neowiz has a license to their company. Now AVA has been, I believe, in don't quote me on. I think Korea. I think it's already been available in Asian countries, but not globally. So they have brought back this game globally in a closed beta test, and when they launch it, it's going to be global now on Steam. And I really, really hope this game does not flop again. I really hope it does really well. I hope this dev team actually does what it needs to do to have this game actually survive again in the ecosystem of free-to-play games. If they ruin this game with pay-to-win items, which that's ended up what happening with the newer companies. They ended up putting in like so many pay-to-win things. We'll see how it turns out. But right now, what it is right now, it's the menu's a little bit different from the original game. There's not much content yet, but there's gonna probably be more content when the game launches. But overall, the game's good. It's a good free to play. If you've had this game before way back, it is a good nostalgia reminder. And if you are new to the game, if you're playing the closed beta and you're new to the game, this game I think it checks off. I don't know okay. I guess it checks off all I would say most of the boxes of what is a good free to play FPS. I think it checks off a lot of those, and the game modes coming out is going to be, I think, all the game modes in the past that's coming out is going to be in the full release. I'm pretty sure it comes out sometime next year. Don't quote me on that, but it's going to come out sooner than later. So we're going to start with Demolition. The game menu is a little bit more different. It's a little. I don't think there's a server browser. I didn't see a server browser, which is kind of odd. But you can basically quick search into a specific game mode, and then it puts you in a random game, which I think is kind of neat. And again, the old game, there's 3 class systems. There's a pointman, there's a rifleman, and then there's a sniper class. Pointmans are obviously you can only get SMGs and stuff like that. Riflemen, you can get like ARs and AKs, stuff like that. And the snipers, of course, you get snipers. I will say the dev team has stated that they have been doing some balancing, and the time to kill is actually not bad. It's not bad. Now, this is one of those games where this was before the era of aiming down sights without a scope. So, for example, if you have iron sights on this game, you cannot actually press right click to aim down sights. You can only aim down sights if you have an optic, which was actually ahead of its time versus CSGO because CS Source, because CS Source it took till CSGO to be able to change that. Oh, actually no, CSGO doesn't even have that. Well, not just that game, but there was other PC games, FPS games that it took a while for games to offer aiming down sights when it comes to having optics besides a sniper rifle. So this game, like if you have an iron sights, like my Glock, I cannot aim down the sights, but I can shoot on the hip. Which there's a person that's not shooting. I don't know why. Oh, you can't kill people in the war. This is one of the early games where you can actually aim down sights with, let's say, an ACOG or with a holographic. It's really nice. So now, another thing about this game is you can't actually buy attachments. So you have to buy the gun I believe, as it is. So if the gun has an optic, it comes with an optic. If your different variation of the M4 has an optic, it has an optic. You can't actually attach optics to weapons, which it's part of the nostalgia of this time frame where there wasn't any customization options in a lot of games at that time frame. So I actually don't know this map. I don't know what this map is. I don't remember this map being in the original game at all. I don't even know. Maybe they added this. So as you can see, time to kill is not terrible. It's really not, and it's one of the games where it's actually, if you get killed, you're not going to be mad. Like, you don't get mad if you, like, look at that. I mean, he got an assist, but time to kill is pretty dang good. And I literally have no health. I have 3 kills, dude. What? But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut up. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the gameplay. Catch you guys at the end of the video.
Поберегись! Grenade! Straight ahead!
Enemy troops eliminated. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
В атаку! Смена командира.
Слышали приказа? Смена магазина. Бросаю гранату. Бросаю гранату. Мы их прикончили. Смена магазина.
Enemy troops eliminated. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Магазин.
Guys, sorry to interrupt. My game's a little bugged out. I haven't experienced this bug yet, but for some reason the field of view just closed in a lot. I don't know if I pressed something. I don't know what I did. I really don't. I don't know if I pressed a shortcut, but the field of view for the gun is really weird. And then also I'm getting a little bit of audio delay. Which is kind of weird, but again, it's a closed beta. It's not going to be final. Also, I'm recording, so that could be why too. But anyway, guys, go ahead and keep on with the gameplay.
Enemy troops eliminated. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended. Charge set.
Обнаружена взрывчатка.
Target destroyed. Operation failure. Return to main base.
Перезарядка магазина.
Сопротивление противника сломлено.
Бомба обнаружена.
Меняю магазин.
Fire in the hole!
Charge set. Enemy troops eliminated. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended. Changing magazine. Roger. Fire in the hole! Charge set. Enemy troops eliminated. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Alright guys, so I got 14 kills, 6 deaths. That was a pretty good game. Total score 16. This song is so good and it's so nostalgic. I love this song in this game. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video on AVA. That was just showcasing Demolition, the basic game mode most people play on most FPS free-to-play games like CS:GO or like old games like AVA. Like I said, the game is very, very, very good. I mean, even back then, it was that good, and it was such an amazing game, such an amazing concept. I will say, I think because I'm recording, there was a little bit of audio latency, a little bit of audio issues. Like when you're shooting the M4, it wasn't actually registering that I was shooting. There were some other minor bugs, like some of the guns were up close. I'm sure that will get resolved when the game comes out. But it only happened this time. I played it last night and it wasn't happening. So I'm kind of curious as to why it's happening now. I don't know if it's because I'm recording and the FPS dropped by 100 frame rate per second. I don't know. But other than that, minor issues. The game plays really well. And I get about 200 FPS every match when I'm not recording. And when I am recording, it's basically recording almost lossless captures. So it's going to take my FPS in most games. But other than that, game's great. If you want to play this game, I'm sorry you can't now. You can't play it yet. The closed beta invitations are gone, and you're gonna have to wait to another playtest, or you're gonna have to wait until the game releases. But showcasing the gameplay, that was around the Demolition. So thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I'm gonna showcase a little bit of the class system. So you have primary. You can have a primary 2. You can have a secondary. You can have melee, grenades. You can have equipment. You can have different characters. You can have different classes, different helmets. You can have a lot of cool. I mean, there's decent customization in this game. Not gonna lie. Shop, limited guns right now because it's free to play. I mean, it's early access, so you're not gonna have much of the weapons out yet. But as you can see, you can buy different characters. Girl with big ass tits, bro. It's pretty fucking hot, dude. You can buy this chick. You can buy sniper people, buy pointman people, but yeah, that's basically it. You can buy different armor, which is cool. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys off here. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe. If you liked the video, be sure to like it. And thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back with some more different videos in the future. Catch you guys later.